I tried. I did. I genuinely tried. I gave them the benefit of the doubt. I told players, you know what? No, don't get upset. Don't act rashly. Just give them time. Be civil. These devs care. They are passionate. They will not treat us badly. They want their game to succeed globally. And then this happened. I have done numerous sponsorships for this game over the course of the last month. I've done over 10 videos for it total. And I admittedly, I can't even defend them. This is not defendable in any capacity, and let's go over why. Quick shout out, if you have not already joined my Stix subreddit community, go ahead and do so. We've already gone up by almost 100 members in the last couple days alone. Disregarding my incredible subreddit though, let's talk Black Beacon. I made a tweet on April 28th, this was 2 days ago. I said, look, I love Black Beacon, it's a great gacha game and the devs have been great to their global players, but giving Chinese players a free 5-star selector along with 30 free pulls and giving global players nothing is just disrespectful. If you're gonna provide compensation, provide it to all regions, not just one. Everyone was affected by issues. Now they might be, and just haven't announced it yet, and I genuinely hope that this is the case, but let's not play favorites here. Global loves your game too. I think this was a very fair take. It got 565 likes, 45 comments, almost 30,000 views. I feel like I was very fair given this is what we received. Apology and compensation announcement for the launch of Black Beacon. This was the Chinese Black Beacon's response to the issues that were going on. So we as global players had a lot of issues. We still have issues to this day. They're not supporting card emulators like LD Player, like Mumu Player, like BlueStacks. We still have crashes, we still have lags, we still have translation issues. Now, at day one, the first several days actually, we had so many issues that prevented, I think, a large portion of the player base from actively playing the game. And we got like a 10 pull, I think we got maybe like a couple 10 pulls total. Don't quote me, I don't remember the exact number, but comparatively, that was absolute horseshit. And here's why. This is a logistics team of Black Beacon. With the deepest guilt and unease, we must solemnly apologize to all the foresights, so the seekers, who are looking forward to Black Beacon. I just want to point out, by the way, I'm level 45, 46 in Black Beacon. I've logged into this game every single freaking day. Yeah. So this hits me hard. Due to our lack of preparation, we have caused blank screen problems. Yeah, we had those too. Login abnormalities. Yeah, we had those too. And other problems that seriously affected the experience. Yeah, we had all of those too. We're very sorry that when we first officially met you, we brought unnecessary troubles to all the foresights who are looking forward to Black Beacon. That's perfectly fine. You know what? I appreciate that. Yeah, we had a terrible first impression, and that's okay. This is definitely not the way we expect to meet. All members of the logistics team bow deeply to all the foresights to apologize. You know what? That's fine. Absolutely no problem. At present, the problem has been improved after emergency repairs by technical personnel. That's great to hear. We'll continue to optimize it in the future to ensure the gaming experience on all foresights. Perfect. We're well aware that code can be hot updated, but the trust that has been betrayed needs to be rebuilt with actions. That is very true. And I like where this is going. Yeah, I bet they're gonna give us something good, right? That's the takeaway from this thus far. For the subsequent adverse effects caused by the improper handling of the above problems, we will compensate in the following ways. 5-star permanent character self-selected treasure box, 20 pulls, 30 pulls total. Actually, here we once again solemnly apologize to all foresights. We're ashamed that we have not brought a good enough gaming experience to all the foresight players. We are willing to exchange 12 points of sincerity for a chance to restart the first encounter. You know what? That is fantastic. I appreciate that. They are giving away a free 5-star permanent character. Wait a second. They're only giving this away to China. Oh, oopsie. Yeah, so about that, they encountered the same problems we encountered, right? We've had these issues for days. We had issues a month out. And while I've thoroughly enjoyed the game and I've played every single part of it, and while I also do not think we needed a 5-star as compensation, okay? Hear me out. I don't think we needed a 5-star. I was happy to get a few free 10 pulls as compensation. But if you offer a 5-star for one region, you offered that 5-star for every region. You wanna know why? Because Chinese players are not better than global players. Chinese players do not deserve more than global players. This game released globally first. We effectively tested your game for you and paid you millions of dollars in total. We love your game. We thoroughly care about your game. And this right here is just sheer and utter favoritism, and it makes it look like you don't give a fuck. And that is just a bad look. Honestly, the long and short of it, that just sucks and makes us feel unwanted. Is that really what you want? Before we go any further, I do want to take a moment here to thank all of my incredible patrons over on Patreon and my YouTube channel members who allow for me to continue to do dedicated videos like this every single day. You guys are absolutely phenomenal, and I genuinely cannot thank you all enough for the support. Take a look at some of these replies. This is a bad look. They could just be something either not translated for global yet and the announcement's coming. They need to fix the optics here. Seems like a lot of global players are done with the game because of how poor the devs have listened to any of their issues, plus the rewards. I was gonna start to play this game, but if this is the case, I probably won't. Just when I was thinking about which game to delete to claim free Dante, I think it's better to wait for a little bit. It is bad if it is true. Maybe if it didn't exist, then I might be okay, but this is kind of sad. Evidently, players are upset. And again, I gave them a fair chance here. It's been several days. And they replied. They did actually genuinely replied. And I didn't like it. I made a follow-up tweet. This was made today, actually. Earlier today, just about 10 hours ago. 244 likes, 6,600 views, lots of replies. And I stated, so, you're ignoring global players and how China got a free 5-star selector as compensation with no apology. Global ends up ignored. Look, we don't need a 5-star selector, but neither did China. If you're gonna provide it for one region, provide it for both. Do not show favoritism. So here's what they said. We have heard from many seers who have shared their thoughts and concerns since launch, and we have been listening. Charles, our scapegoat, has prepared a letter to address the current state of the game and share our plans to improve moving forward. It's a message of reflection, responsibility, and commitment. That all sounds great. That all sounds phenomenal. Now let's see what they have to say. This is Charles, the head of global service. First of all, we want to sincerely thank you all for the support that you've given to Black Beacon since its launch on April 10th. Absolutely no problem, man. I've done a dozen videos on your game. The two guides I did are both sitting at over 60,000 views. That goes to show how many people in my community were excited for this game. While we're doing our best to meet your expectations, we know that there are areas where we haven't done enough. Yes, good. Great that you acknowledge that. We understand that some of you may feel disappointed with certain aspects of the game, and we are truly sorry for that. We've been listening to your feedback and have set up a 24/7 monitoring system to respond to your questions and concerns. However, due to the high volume of feedback we've received, I wonder why you've been receiving such a high volume of feedback. Probably because China got a free 5-star when they have had 1 day of issues. Global did not, when we had several days of the same issues, and then a month of further issues. Oh, huh. Okay, let's continue. Some responses have been delayed. We've been checking all channels, including Facebook, YouTube, Discord, Reddit, and others to make sure we do not miss any comments and opinions from our seers. We gather regularly to review our progress, explore ways to improve and develop strategies for providing a better service. So we gather regularly to review. So there were a group of them. There were a group of these people that sat down and said, you know what? Let's give China a free 5-star selector, but let's not give it to global. This was a group acknowledgement. This wasn't one dude that said, you know what? Let's do this. No, it was a group. Everyone agreed. Well, that's good to know. Which just blows my mind, by the way, because I have a direct line of contact to the dev team here, and they are very passionate. They are very caring. They have been nothing but good to me. They have been incredible. They have listened. They have given me overwhelming freedom to do any sponsored video I want. They literally just gave me money to sit down and enjoy the game. That was incredible. I cannot thank them enough for allowing me to do that. The game is incredible, but then this is just a huge middle finger to players. I don't understand who thought this was a good idea. Anyway, let's continue. Our development team has been working hard and has been implementing improvements on fixing issues like optimization, black screen issues, and improving the Google Play games. See, they're literally saying that we're still having black screen issues. This is what the Chinese people were having, the Chinese players were having, but we're not getting a free 5-star. Improving the Google Play games, which we believe will make your Black Beacon experience better. We'll make every effort to promptly investigate and resolve any issue that may arise in the future. This is a very important issue that is going to affect the public perception of your game right now. Favoring China over global. This really needs to be fixed. We are currently working on implementing moderator operations in the CCP, the Content Creator Program, to improve communication and strengthen our connection with seers. In addition, we have several other initiatives in the works to enhance engagement. That's great to hear. In May, we'll be launching new characters along with a new chapter story update, which is phenomenal because I think the story is incredible. Like, it is one of the best told stories in Gacha. The voice acting is fantastic. The combat's really good. The designs are great. I have repeatedly stated this in every single video I've done, and it would suck to see all that just get flushed down the toilet due to poor management. But it wouldn't be the first time that it happened with a Chinese gacha game, or a Japanese gacha game, or gacha games in general, actually. We'll also share our development plans and service roadmap with seers once they are finalized. Awesome, I'm glad to see that. To all our seers, we understand you may feel disappointed, and we truly empathize with your sentiments. You know the best way that you can reward players here? That you can appease players and kind of sate that disappointment that players have? Free 5-star, just like you gave to China. Hey, that right there, brilliant idea, brilliant marketing. You know what, you should hire me. Yeah, again, I appreciate all the sponsorships I've done. A phenomenal dev team when it comes to working with them personally, but maybe I should be the person that you run some of the ideas by, and I'll give you the go ahead. I'll let you know if that's a good idea or if it's gonna piss off your players. We're committed to doing even more to meet and exceed your expectations. We promise to continue communicating with you in the most sincere and heartfelt way possible. I genuinely do believe that. I give Charles kudos here for being transparent with us, but they completely ignored the free 5-star. It wasn't even mentioned, and they have no intention, based off of this, of allowing us and rewarding us rather with what China was rewarded with for significantly less. So I think they need to do more. I think that if they want the game to succeed like I do, then they can't play favorites. That is not a good look. You give something to China, you give the same thing to global, especially when global essentially, for all intents and purposes, beta tested your game. Not just that, but ran through all the issues that China had. Come on, man, this is unfair and unprofessional. You need to do better. Please, your game deserves it. And the devs that I have worked with deserve it. Don't let your game end of service. Do not let your game fail due to poor management in its first month. For the love of God, please listen to your global players. I know you think that you just hit the end of the video, and technically, yeah, you have. And I know your first reaction is to close out of it at this juncture, but don't. No, instead, I urge you to take a moment here and click one of the videos on screen that are coming up in just a moment, so you remain up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre. Trust me, you are not going to regret doing so. Stay flaccid.